One afternoon, the Fat Controller started to talk to Thomas, and he sadly had bad news for the little blue engine. "I'm afraid the bridge has to be repaired," he began. "Tubby, Mavis, and Percy can still use it, but not you, Thomas. I'm afraid you're too heavy." Thomas felt anxious. "How would you like to go help Edward?" he suggested. "Can Annie and Clarabelle come?" Sir Topham Hatt shook his head. "They'll be needed here, I'm afraid, Thomas." "I'll take good care," Percy said nicely. "Hello, Thomas. I'm happy to see you. I could actually really use some help right now." Thomas did like working with Edward, and he seemed to feel better already. Edward suddenly thought he could go to the harbor with Thomas. Thomas was excited. He knew that the twins were there, and the only time Thomas saw them was for a pretty silly reason. It was when Thomas had derailed with the silly twins. Thomas felt conflicted when he saw the twins. "Oh dear, not another blue engine on this branch? Oh dear indeed, don't we have enough blue engines?" Thomas felt slightly insulted, so he just wheezed steam feebly. "Well, I think Sir Topham Hatt knows that blue is the only proper color for a perfect engine like me. Didn't you know I have my own branch line and—" "Woo!" the twins marked. "He has a branch line, Ben." "I know, Bill. I wonder why he never mentions it." "At least I'm not painted yellow," Thomas remarked. "That's a kind of a daft color, don't you think, Edward?" The twins chuckled. "Well, what I think is that you three should stop fighting. Why don't you just move those trucks over here? Or else I have a feeling there won't be room for more." The twins chuffed and puffed away. "I don't know how you do it so easily, Edward. You just have to not take them seriously, that's all." "They're cheeky, and they'll wind you up," Edward explained. "I'm pretty sure you know all about that," he finished. Near the harbor, the line crossed a lane. The lane had a farm that made butter, eggs, and milk, just for the town. The farmer had trouble starting up his lorry. "Oh, that milk will be turned into butter soon." Then they stopped on the track. Unfortunately, the back of the lorry was still on the tracks. He tried starting it again, but it wouldn't go. But as he went out to telephone for help, then he heard the sound of an engine. Cinders and ashes. No. "My lorry!" What a way to make an omelette, am I right? Thomas's driving fireman laughed as Thomas said, "Yuck!" "It's not funny," Thomas said sadly. "You're not staying where we are," the driver remarked. "You look like a scrambled egg. Please clean me." When they tried to wash it away, the egg cooked by the heat of Thomas's boiler. "Sorry, Thomas," said his driver at last. "We can't stay on the line any longer. We have to move along." So Thomas did just that. As Thomas arrived at the harbor, Bill and Ben made fun of him. "Hello! What's this?" "Must be a new engine," said Ben. Bill inspected the new arrival closely. "No, Ben, that's Thomas. Not a new engine." Ben replied with, "Well, Thomas thinks our colors improper for an engine. It can't be him." The twins suddenly heard a grinding noise. "Are your joints stiff, Bill?" "No, are yours?" But it wasn't their joints. It was Thomas, gnashing his teeth.